This is a 1949 Philco radio. Back when they made quality product. So the model number is Philco. It's 49-909 wood cabinet. I already tell that the on-off switch doesn't work near the volume, and it turns up and down. I'm not sure what B, D, C, ST, and then you have -FM, and you have your tuning. The tuning dial still works. I'm going to take it apart, see if it got a power plug, plug it in, see if it turns on. If it doesn't, I'm going to replace this switch, because it says on, it says off, on tone, and that thing is stuck. It is locked. So we're going to take it apart together and look at it. There's what the model number says, 49909, and I'm guessing that's some of the outputs of something. I'm not sure exactly what that is. It's the first time I ever worked on a tube radio, so this is actually probably, that's what these are. Those are the tubes. Okay, gotcha. Interesting. So it said it's a 65 watt, 115 power. Cool. So it's made in 1949. Be interesting to see where it's made. It's made in the United States, but where is it? Anyway, couple screws. Got this screw here. It's missing some screws here. It's got teeth there, so it's been taken apart. I've seen this. I'm not sure exactly what this is, so we're going to take it out when we get these other screws out. Okay, let's see what 1949 technology looks like. I'm guessing that's the antenna. If I had to guess right, it looks like it. It'll be to loop around, so that's got to be the antenna. Interesting. Definitely going to be replacing that one little wire there. It's got the cloth wire. It's got a couple of breaks. So these are tubes. I probably should just take in like that. It'd be nice if you were able to smell what I'm smelling. Just smell old. It's just neat. It's very neat. Here's the power cord. Check out that. Wow. Man. 1949, I tell you. What in the world are they doing? Here's your earth ground, it looks like. I'm not sure what the heck that is. Amazing. So this would have been fitted inside of one of these little holes here for the power on the out. I'm not sure what goes there. Be interesting to take apart, wouldn't it? Definitely gonna have to take the on-off switch apart. So this unit here, there's 4 bolts in the bottom here. I'm gonna take this whole unit out. Let's take the knobs off in order to get to the inside of this. It's probably just straight wiring inside. Be surprised if there's actually a circuit board inside here. Everything was already, like how the resistors here are soldered. And these here are your old filter capacitors. And there's a light bulb. Be amazed if that thing's still working. 1949. And it's not. It's blown. We could probably find a bulb to replace that. Basically what we're going to be doing is restoring this video, making it functional. As you can see, the speakers have been blown cone, so we are going to have to find a replacement for it. I would imagine this would just be a regular 12 volt. Any other kind of speaker that'll fit in this spot, if I find one. Have to look up part number, measure the ohms and all that. It's a lot of years of dust. So we're going to get that changed out. I'm going to take the knobs off the front. And then I'm going to take the 4 bottom bolts off and pull this out. Somebody's tried working on this before, and because the solder the wire just came off of the speaker itself right then and there. I haven't touched it, and it looks pretty fresh. That's fine. I have its replacement. It's a 6 ohm speaker. I'm not sure exactly how this one comes apart. I'm just gonna guess. Hammer works. There's no screw, it's just the press board cabinet kind of deal. If you read my channel, it's called Hit and Repair for a reason. If I can utilize electronics that I'm not using to make something else work, I would do that. I think I made a good choice. As this thing is glued in. Now I can take my speaker out. 4 Phillips screws, and it should fit. I would imagine it would fit in the same hole. Just gotta make my wire connections the same. Not bad when you find stuff sitting off the side of the road. You can reuse the electronics rather than pitching. And that's a nice speaker to put back into this. And then the plastic I'm going to take out. Take the metal off the plastic, take the wood off the, I can burn the wood, recycle the plastic, and reuse the speaker. Look at that. That's a nice cone compared to this one, which you've already seen, which I can't move much. So 69-year-old speaker is going to be replaced by this one here, free of cost, right? This is standard wiring, so I'm going to put the green on the right and the black on the left. See how that goes. I know it's not OEM, but sometimes you have to just make do with new and have new technology. This is going to have a new wiring somehow. If I can figure out where they're at. And you see these two black cloths here. One side is going to this switch that I'm trying to fix. And the other side is going somewhere else. So I'm going to have to put a new cord or just, yeah. I'm going to get a new lamp cord. No. I'm going to get a new lamp cord. And I'm going to keep this like it is. And I'm going to have to take and glue this down. Because we want to keep this back to 1949 capability. That may take some cardstock or something better than this. That won't be hard. It'll be neat. So I'm going to get my other pair of pliers and see if I can pry this, make this loose. And then we're going to get this speaker changed out and the wires changed out. By the way, I'm using the ISO tip soldering iron. It's not a paid endorsement by any means. I just like using it. It's a pretty good tool. Nice when I can have something like this out in the garage. I don't have to worry about power to it, from it. This is just butane. So I just removed the 69-year-old speaker. You know what I could do is on the speaker out. I was wondering about the ohmage. So I can actually ohm this out. It'd be no-brainer, really. 3.2 ohms, so it's probably a 4 ohm speaker. I'm not really concerned about it. I'm not pushing a lot of whatever current through this. I mean, it's an old radio. So I'm actually going to keep that just for, I'm not sure for what reason. It's just to have a nostalgic speaker that's blown. So let's solder the new speaker on. It'd be really interesting to see what this sounds like after I get it going. What's so cool about the antenna though, it's pretty neat. I'm gonna fix that next. The wiring for that jack there looks pretty messed up. I'm just gonna move that. wire is soldered to the speaker. I'm gonna clean that up just a hair. Let's take a look at this guy. I'll show you what I mean. For the antenna, and it comes off of here. There's two tie points. So I'm not sure why they have this one wire going out the back. It does not make any sense. So I'm going to replace it. I noticed the red's new wiring. It's not totally new, but it's new wiring. It's not the old cloth wire. So I'm going to replace both of these wires and resolder them onto that contact point. And this is just your antenna wrapped all the way around there. It's interesting. So this cord has like a 6-foot cable, and I'm thinking about just cutting it back to it has like 3 feet of cable. If somebody wants to take and put a drop cord to it, that's fine. Because I think having this cable to the originality of it from 1949, which has probably been replaced at one point. I'm just guessing. Kind of curious to know why they have electrical tape. What was the purpose? They catch fire. They splice, and they did. They spliced into it. Gotcha. Why would they splice into the wire to make it longer? That's why. Well, that's interesting. I decided I wanted to keep this end piece here because it's old. I like it. Once I get my screwdriver and take these wires out, and I come back to this point here and cut and strip the wires and shove them through, I am just going to take some super glue and glue this cardboard down, this fiberboard, back down so it's flush, and call it good. And then see what I can do about this switch. I may just take and try it as it is, plug it in. If the switch is still working, if it's stayed locked on, then I'm not going to replace the switch. I'm just going to leave the switch like it is. And I'll just put a inline switch here. And I can turn the switch on at the back of it. It suits me just fine. I may not be able to find a replacement part for that. I don't know. So the speaker's been replaced. Gonna redo the wiring for the antenna. Gonna redo the wiring for the power coming in. plug it in, see what happens. So I'm going to replace the bulb with a 4-watt, not light. I'm pretty sure it's very similar in wattage. Pretty similar in shape, I know that much. There. That ought to look nice. Now let's replace this red and white wire here. Now I'm going from the switch actually to the wire. You hear the beep? That's a hot. So negative goes straight on to transformer. Hot goes to the switch, and out of the switch to the rest of its components. So this wire here is positive. And we're going to take him, put him around the screw. Alright, now the wires are screwed down. Let's do some gluing. I'm just using some Loctite gel super glue. I'll go do a little bead around the top here. That way this thing's more permanent than anything. Looks like it'll dry over time. So now what we're going to do is drop this back in its cabinet, screw the speaker down, that way it's there, then plug it in, see if it turns on. Found a nut inside here, it must have went to the speaker. This is what the inside of the cabinet looks like. The speaker's right above the housing where the tuner is, and it still turns. That's what I was kind of concerned about, or making sure I didn't mess that up. So I'm going to put this kind of on the back side. I'm going to plug it in and see what happened. Hopefully I have no sparks. I'm not sure about the power switch. I'm going to make sure all of these are seated. I've never worked with tubes before, so I'm not really sure if I'm supposed to be touching them. so don't scream at me too loud if you're a tube guy and you know about tube electronics. I was born in 1949. I was born in 1983, and I'm working on this technology and living it. This is amazing what you can do with a couple of glass tubes and a lot of capacitors underneath. There's a lot of filter caps, resistors, and coils. It's amazing technology they had compared to what we have today. So we got everything plugged in and squared away and back as much as we can possible. Now is the time that we're going to take and plug in the 120 volts. I wish I had a power strip, that way I can remotely turn it on and off instead of just plugging it in freehand. I have one out here, but apparently not. Oh, let's see what happens. Plug her in. If you look at that, it turned on. See that light? Let me turn off the main lights. At least one of them. Now it'll be interesting to see if we have sound. Volume's all the way down, probably, or close to it. Probably doesn't have any picking up the antenna or do anything inside this metal building. So let's try this again, see if we can see it. Darker now. We have power. So this switch is still good, but it's stuck on. So I'm just going to put an on-off switch on the back, so you just toggle with your finger. Let's do some. We're in FM. Let's do some tuning. So I don't think we're going to hear much or get much reception inside this garage. At all. I could also have the speaker backwards.
Number 20 talked about the whispers of life and the this is going on nicely. That down the railroads, built up the highways, and dug out a thing called the Panama Canal and lost many lives doing it. Bar none.
So it works. $20 investment I got from Goodwill. Replace the speaker, replace the light bulb, shorten the cable, and when I add a switch on the back, maybe $5 in parts. There you have it. This is the 1949 Philco. BDCST, I'm guessing that's AM radio, that's all that is. I have never, I mean, this is from the 49s, 50s. I'm not sure what you guys used back then, but it's just pretty neat. It's a pretty cool find. Pretty simple fix. It's gonna be kind of nice when I give it a little TLC. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. I'll see you next time.